Hey guys, this is Ehab. Have you ever thought about how long it's going to take you to become a billionaire? Not a millionaire, a billionaire. So let's assume you're making $100,000 a year. And let's also assume that you're not eating, drinking, or doing anything. You're not spending your money on anything else. You're not even renting. You're not doing anything like that. And if you save all that amount in a matter of 10,000 years, that's how long it's going to take you to become a billionaire. And that's $1 billion only. And that's just simple math. And of course, that's not realistic because you're going to have to spend on food, rent, you're going to have to live your life a little bit, and you still won't be able to do that because none of us are going to live 10,000 years. But how did Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and all these billionaires become billionaires? And they're fairly young. They're in their 40s and 50s, and they become billionaires and they have billions and billions of dollars. Well, it's very simple. They created companies, and those companies are selling either a product or service, and those companies are worth billions of dollars, if not trillions in some cases. And those individuals are worth what their company is worth. So they're worth billions and billions of dollars. But how does someone that does not create a company or a product and wants to become a billionaire, or does not even want to create a company or a product and still wants to become a billionaire? Are they required to create some kind of company like Amazon or Tesla or Google to become billionaires? The simple answer is no. And of course, the prime example of that is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is a legend. He's a billionaire. He was the richest man on earth for a long period of time. And he did not create a single product. He did not create a single company that sells any type of products or services. He did not come up with a technology that changed the universe or changed the world. And he was still a billionaire. He simply followed the value investing rule, and that's our topic today. In order for you to compound and grow your money significantly over a short period of time and not take you 10,000 years to become a billionaire, you simply need to find companies that are undervalued. You would think and you believe that these companies are undervalued, they have a large potential of growth, and you invest in them. And of course, that part is the most difficult part. Otherwise, everyone would have done it and everyone became billionaires. In order for you to value those companies and evaluate how they're running their businesses, and you have to read their financial statements, income statement, balance sheet, statement of cash flows. You have to also evaluate how their management is running the company efficiently and how they're using their resources in a way that benefits the company, and how the growth potential for the company you're going to see in the future that is going to go up higher in value. All those things combined is going to make your decision whether that company is actually worth investing in or not, and whether they have a growth potential where your money is going to double and triple over time without you having to lift a finger. So let's take an example. Let's say you found a company, you're evaluating what the company is worth, you're looking at their stock. Currently the stock is trading at $50 per share. After you reading about it and evaluating the company, you would think between you and yourself, you're thinking, that stock is worth $75. It shouldn't be trading at $50. So in that case, it is undervalued by $25. That's what you believe in, and that's after you analyzing the company, that's what you came up with. So assuming that you bought that one specific share, that's $50, and over time, it actually became worth $75. That $25 difference is your gain on that one specific stock. And that's assuming that you bought only one share of stock. So assuming that you bought, for example, 100 shares, then your growth and your gain is actually 2,500 on top of whatever you invested in to begin with, and so on and so forth. That example is a prime example how Warren Buffett invested and how he grew his money over a long period of time, give or take. We're not talking about thousands of years. We're talking about, 10, 20, 30 years of time when he became a billionaire. That's how he invested in multiple companies. That's how he picked his stocks. When he goes to a company and read their financials and look at their management, he looks at it and he sees they are undervalued, and he purchases a large number of shares. He holds those shares for a long time, as long as he thinks that the potential is there and it's going to grow over time. And at the right time, he would go around and sell it, and he will make all that money that we're seeing currently. You have to be really careful though when picking individual stocks. Not many people know how to do that, and it's a very difficult business. And most fund managers, they cannot even beat the market with all the skills and trainings and education that they have behind them. So a random person cannot just pick a random stock and become a millionaire or billionaire overnight. They have to have a method for evaluating those stocks and determining whether that stock is actually undervalued, and then they can invest in them and see the large growth potential in them. So Warren Buffett, even though he's the father of value investing, and he's the guy that made billions and billions of dollars picking the right stocks and thinking that they're undervalued, and they're actually undervalued, and over time they become their growth potential, and he sells them for billions and billions of dollars. He suggests that the random person should stick with investing into index fund. And don't look at it as the random boring index fund that you're not going to do anything with it. Think about it that those monies that you're putting into an index funds, they actually have a large growth potential over time. Way better than having it sitting in the bank. You're not really making any money on it. It's actually going down in value because of inflation, and you're better off just putting it in an index fund where it's going to return at least 10% historically that we have seen on your money. You're going to have a return on investment, and if you leave it over time, over the years, that money is going to compound even more and more and more. And if you really think that you want the exact same returns that Warren Buffett is getting, and you simply don't have those skills, then by all means, all you have to do is invest into Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's company. His company is a large conglomerate where he just picks different companies where he invests in, or he buys them out, or he invests into the large amount of companies that he invests into the management, into the system, and then let them run it by themselves. And he knows how much those companies are going to return for him in Berkshire Hathaway. So all you have to do if you want to get the same exact results that Warren Buffett is getting, all you have to do is pick, Berkshire Hathaway stock, hold it, and then you'll see the same exact results as Warren Buffett is getting. You just have to put your faith in him that he's making the right decision when he's picking those individual stocks. Assume that he's making the right decisions because he made over $100 billion throughout his life picking those individual stocks. So it's kind of safe to say that he knows exactly what he's doing. But yeah, you'll have to have that specific faith in him that, he knows what he's doing. So you're putting your money into him, basically, to pick those stocks for you and give you the results and returns that he's getting. That was it for today, guys. I hope that was helpful, and until next time.